Amazing. Guys, how we doing? Hope everyone is well. Just want to give a little recap before we start. Does anyone remember what we did yesterday? Kind of blanking for the moment.
Newness, starting new,
Yes.
something like that.
Yes, there we go. There we go. Just to give a little quote from Rav Samson Schiff. People think, and by the way, this is on the YouTube channel, people may think that there's endings, but really every second is a new beginning. So we have to live with that sticker, think about that sticker, and bring it into action. Yimir Hashem. We're moving on in the sugya of Hibodedut. I told you guys off record, that this is one of the biggest pieces, not only in Rav Nachman's Torah, but also in my personal Torah and Avodas Hashem. It's having a settled mind. Rabbi Nachman says it is a great achievement to be able to settle your mind for a period of time each day and regret what you must. Right? So we're talking about Hibodedut now. Rabbi Nachman, we all know that Rabbi Nachman says, set aside time, a fixed time each day for Hibodedut to connect yourself to Hashem through personal prayer. And during that time, regret what you must. Right? If you've done some bad things, chas v'shalom, speak to Hashem about it. Not everyone is able to attain mental calm and tranquility for a time every day. The day flies past and is gone, and a person finds that not once in his whole life did he have time to settle his mind. This is a scary thought, Chavra. I'm just saying. And this scared me before I started really bringing this Torah into action and or tried bringing this Torah into action. Think about the last year of your lives, right? COVID, the whole time period of COVID, and it was a hard time. It's continuing too, which is very sad. But we're sort of getting out of it now with the vaccines and everything, and we're trying to get back to normal life. But time, I don't know about you guys, it's been flying. When I was home from January to August, it flew in a second. And then when I came to Israel, this first semester flew in a second. And before I learned this Torah, the days that my days in America while being home during the lockdown, it was amazing. I had great times, but they would just fly. And then I would start forgetting as the months went by. And I didn't really have time to do self-introspection and really work on myself and learn and be aware of the things I did right and the things I did wrong. Rabbi Nachman is giving us advice. The more we calm our minds, the more we do this and reflect on our days, the more we could be aware of ourselves and what we need to work on, which is very important. We're continuing. Make every effort to set aside time to review your life calmly. Think about all your different activities and interests and how you behave. Consider carefully if this is how you should spend your days. We're going through our days. We're going through college. We're going through yeshiva. We're going through seminary. We're going through the army. Gewalt. It's amazing. We're all in great places. But there are moments during the days where maybe we shouldn't be clicking on that YouTube video. I'm talking to myself right now, giving myself hard musser, right? Maybe we shouldn't be eating that certain food, right? I just ate half a babka cake earlier. I don't know how. It was the lightest thing ever. I took one bite and boom, half a babka cake was done. So the more we review our days, the more we could be aware of ourselves, like I mentioned before, and we can make better decisions the next day and have more of a vision for the future. Someone who does not meditate cannot attain wisdom. That's a huge line. Maybe we could think about it and discuss it. He may occasionally be able to think clearly, but not for a length of time. His power of concentration remains weak and unsustainable. He will never realize the folly of this world. If we're not meditating, if we're not reviewing our days, it's going to be hard to attain wisdom. It's going to be hard to understand yourself for a long period of time. But the more we work on this, the clearer our minds can be, and the more wisdom we'll attain. Rabbi Nachman ends with a sentence. But one who has a clear, settled mind can understand that everything is madness and vanity. It's a very, very strong line from Rabbi Nachman closing off, right? Once we have a clear mind, I think this is what he's saying. This is the way I'm interpreting it on my low level, right? If we have a clear mind and we're reviewing our days, we're doing meditation, the whole thing, we can realize, maybe YouTube for myself is bad. And it's actually destructive and not productive, right? But if we're not meditating, we could continue to go on YouTube and think it's good. I'm talking to myself right now. You guys can relate in any way possible. I'm not saying that YouTube is bad for every single person. It's bad for myself personally. That was a weird sound with the guitar. I'm learning, guys. Don't worry. But there you have it. You could realize that the YouTube is bad and other things are bad in your life as well. And that's how we improve as people and human beings in our avodas Hashem. So Mir Hashem, we could internalize this message from Rabbi Nachman, having a settled mind. And I want to open it up to everyone else. Questions, comments, anything, disagreements. I see the Torah penetrate your souls, and no one can unmute themselves because the Torah is indescribable. And it's okay that's indescribable, because then we could just end it now. Or just begin now. There's no end. I want to get rid of end out of my vocabulary. I want to get rid of it, guys. Get rid of it. Right? We could begin now. So anyone have anything to say?
Yeah, I actually do have some stuff to say. Do you guys hear me? Or can you guys?
Yeah, you're sounding a little like Darth Vader, but it's all good.
Yeah, that's the nature of having low connectivity in here. I guess. I was like yesterday reading the book of stories of Rosh Karlebach, and like I remember like this last Shabbos story about the story, like the story of like the Holy Miser. So like, so I read like another like very interesting story about the Chazim in Lublin, about like a very can you guys hear?
Yeah, no, it's hard to connect. It's hard to connect. The connectivity is at an all-time low during the Zoom. Outside the Zoom, it's high. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's like the connectivity is like in the air. It's like something spiritual. It's that doesn't like isn't bound to limitations of like of a Wi-Fi connection. So I'll say that story that I read. Like next time, have better connection.
Yeah. Next time, definitely say that story. I'd love to hear it. It's Hashem. Anyone else have anything to say before we conclude? Gewalt. I really wish you guys nothing but health, happiness, and success wherever you are. Whether you're in the IDC in Herzliya studying Gov, whether you're in Shana Bet Oraita, whether you're in TVA, Mamish, Gewalt, yearning, whether you're an iPhone, whether Shosh, where are you? Never got it.
I just finished the army. I'm finding a job.
Wow. Or just finished the army, just finished defending our land. That is so chazak. Yimir Hashem. Guys, we should all be successful. And pray for Am Yisrael. B'Shem Kol Yisrael. We'll continue tomorrow. Yimir Hashem.